have too much respect for when you can ride a bicycle. About cycling. Good afternoon, Higala. I did a little vlog on my own. It's about cycling, and I thought I'd just share a little bit of my cycling and what you need to do if you want to buy a bicycle, if you want to start cycling, and just that I enjoy it and I wanted to share it with you guys. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about cycling and the benefits of cycling, but first of all let me talk about the bicycle. Let's talk about two main types of bicycle. You can get road bikes, which I ride, and then you can get mountain bikes. Mountain bikes, naturally, you can go off-road, you can go cycling in mountains, you can cycle on dirt, etc. As where road bikes, you effectively just ride on tarmac. I'm a roadie, and that's what they call me, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what you want when you're buying a road bicycle. They do not come cheap. Entry-level brand new road bikes can set you back around about 8,000 Rand. If you want to equate that to puller, times it by 3, okay? But you can buy good second-hand bikes on the market as well, as long as you know what you are looking for and what you want to buy. Componentry-wise, you've got many different equipment on a bike. The average is a group set by Shimano called 105. 105 is your most popular group set. It's your middle to upper range group sets. When I talk about group sets, that's your gears, your brakes, your derailleurs, etc. Okay, but I'm not going to go into that too much today. I'm just going to talk about the basics of a bike. Okay, depending on how tall you are, it depends on what size bike you're going to buy. And when we talk about that, we will talk about centimeters, or we will talk about small, medium, and large frames. I'm 1.8 meters tall. I ride a 51 centimeter bicycle, but it's a compact frame, and therefore it's a medium, where normally I would ride a 54 centimeter on another bike. But having said that, this bicycle fits me like a glove. Most importantly, what you want to do is find yourself a good saddle, a good set of pedals, and then your setup on your bicycle so that you don't become uncomfortable. And believe me, if you've got a bad saddle, this is your saddle. If you've got a bad saddle, all you will want to do is get off the bicycle. You need to get yourself a good cycling top, a good cycling pair of shorts, but that I will cover in another vlog as we go forward. Okay, so just to recap, you need to if you're going to go into road, get yourself the right size road bike. Make sure that you've got a good saddle, because sometimes when you buy bicycles, the saddle that is on there is normally the cheap saddles and they're not very comfortable, okay? And that's where you might have to spend a little bit of money. Again, you can, as I said to you, don't have to go and buy brand new. You can go and find yourself a good second-hand bike, okay? With group sets like Tiegra, 105, and then if you're going to spend a little bit more money, you'll go Altegra. And if you really want to spend money, you'll go to Euro Ace, which is the top of the range Shimano, okay? Mine is still very mechanical. It's cable. All the brake levers and the gears are all still driven by cable, as where the newer bikes that come out today are driven by electronics, okay? So it's radio signals, and they call them DI2s. And that changes, and then you have to worry about batteries going flat, etc., etc. But I won't get into that now. I just want to talk about more or less the basic bicycle that you will need. The tires that you're going to look at are generally 725Cs, which is the most comfortable tire on the to cycle on. You can go 23Cs, which have traditionally been used in South Africa for many years, but it's not as comfortable. It's a little bit harsher because your tire is the only shock absorber between you and the road, okay? Or let's put it this way, between your bum and the road. And your bum does take pain. I will say that you also need to break the bicycle in and a saddle in. It can take you up to 2 to 3 weeks before your saddle is comfortable, okay? That's it. I'm not going to go into too much detail. You will need bottle cages for your bottle. I'll lift it up. As you can see, that's your bottle cages, and this over here, which I'm going to take out, is your toolbox. In your toolbox, what you will need, I'll unpack it for you so that you can see what it is. Let's unscrew it first. You will have tire levers. Those are those, so that you can take your tire off if you have a puncture. You will have at the head to what they call bums. Bums are, that's to inflate your tire, okay? If you don't have a pump, then you will inflate your tire. If I can just get them out, they seem to be stubborn. You will need a spare tube, and you will need bums, okay? There you go. I normally carry the 16 gram ones. You actually need the slightly highest, the 25 grams, but I carry 3 of these, which is not a problem. And that you can inflate your tire with once you have your new tube, which you're going to put into your bicycle, because you're the one that you've got to puncture on your fix when you get home. This little unit and this little unit go together. So you'll screw it in, and then you'll put it onto that little unit attaches to your wheel, and it inflates your tire. Okay, your tube, sorry, and you will be able to get home. Now, like I said, I carry a couple of them with me. You will get the little cover. You can see there's a red cover on this one. If you don't put it on, when you actually inflate your tube, this bottle becomes ice cold. As it decompresses, it becomes ice cold and it burns your fingers. Okay, so as I said, I have 3 of those. I do have a patch kit. I have this little packet which has got a patch on, just in case you're on that road, you get a puncture with the first on your first tube, and then you get a puncture on your second. Now you need to be able to repair that puncture. You need to be able to then inflate. Okay, so with the bums, I carry 3 of these, as I said, but I also carry a small hand pump which I normally put into my cycling jersey. Right. Those are must-haves. Must-haves. Believe me, I've cycled long enough to know, and I've had enough flat wheels to know that you will get punctures. You will get it because the roads are not as clean as what they should be. And there's nothing worse than being 30 kilometers from home, and now you've got a flat, and now you've got to walk home. Believe me, 30 kilometers is far. I think in my whole cycling time or career, I think I've only done that once, where I made a mistake. I was repairing a bike. I took it out for a test ride and I got carried away because I was enjoying the ride. But of course, I had no patch kit, had no repairs with me, and I got a flat. Luckily, I was only about 4 kilometers or 5 kilometers from home, and I had to walk home because in those days, they didn't have cell phones, okay? So it's a little bit before cell phones, because I've been cycling for more than 30 years, okay? That's about it. If you guys do decide to take up the sport, don't go crazy. Don't go and buy an expensive bicycle. If you want to start off on road, you can get good second-hand road bicycles, and I will talk more about different types of road bicycles as we go along through the vlog. And if you feel that you can't afford a good medium-sized road bicycle, start off on a mountain bike. See what it is like. If you get into it, you can then see which part of cycling do you like. Do you like the road, or do you like off-road? Of course, with mountain bikes, you can ride road, you can ride gravel, you can ride mountain tracks, etc. As where with a road bike, you are limited, but this is about speed. And this is about pace, and I enjoy that. I'm not what they call a klipspringer, jumping over rocks, okay, and mountain paths, etc., etc. I think I have too much respect for my bicycle. I don't like it to get dirty, because the mountain bike crowd ride through mud, rivers, water, etc. Okay, that's about it. I'm not going to go too far with this. All I can say to you is, if you are interested, get out there, get yourself a bicycle, okay? We'll talk about the clothing, we'll talk about the shoes, we'll talk about the actual clipless pedals, etc. in the next vlog, or in vlogs to come, okay? The benefits, it's cardiovascular. There's no stress on any of your joints if your bicycle is set up properly. It is wonders for you. You get fit. You need to do a bit of other exercises, upper body exercises, etc. But if you don't, like me, I just like to ride. It is a great form of exercise, and it's not running or walking where you go boom, boom, boom. There's no impact, okay? You can be 5 or you can be 80 and you can ride a bicycle. That's about it from me in my first vlog. From me, Mega Higala, bye-bye.